Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're good. Today we are going to be reviewing the Mi Band 5, which is the latest in the long line of Mi Band products. It's a very successful series of smart watches. In fact, I believe it's the most popular smart device ever just because of the sheer amount of units that they've sold. Very popular in China and the West. Around a year ago, I reviewed the Mi Band 4, which was a big upgrade from the Mi Band 3, and that's become one of my most popular videos ever just because so many people are interested in this cheap but effective technology. At about $30 or £25, the Mi Band 5 is still one of the cheapest wearables around. In this review, we're going to see what the new specs are for the Mi Band 5, what has been improved upon the last version, what it's like to use on a day-to-day basis, and whether it is worth buying. I got this around about 3 weeks ago. I've pretty much been wearing it every day since. I've done some exercises, tracked my sleep with it, pretty much done everything you can do with this smart band. Let's first take a look at the specs of the Mi Band 5 to see what we're dealing with inside the watch. The Mi Band 5 features a 1.1-inch AMOLED color display with a resolution of 126 by 294 pixels. The size of the band is 46.95mm by 18.15mm by 12.45mm, and it weighs 11.9 grams. For sensors, it features a 6-axis IMU sensor, which is an accelerometer and a gyroscope. It also features a PPG heart rate sensor. It can track 11 sports modes, features continuous heart rate monitoring, stress monitoring, and sleep tracking. The battery life is 125 mAh, which will last between 10 and 15 days depending on usage. It is waterproof to 5 meters and features Bluetooth 5.0. Now let's take a closer look at the design and the display of the Mi Band 5. The Mi Band 5 is actually the largest ever in the lineup of Mi Band smartwatches. The 1.1-inch AMOLED display is around about 0.2 inches larger than the previous version. While this may not sound like much, it does leave a little bit more room to display more information or create larger icons. The AMOLED display is very bright, very colorful, and it is brighter than the last version as well. The display is sharp, the icons are easy to read, and the touchscreen is fairly responsive, but probably not quite what you're used to on your phone. The transitions aren't as smooth as I would like, but it's not a huge issue. The slightly larger size doesn't really affect comfort or ease of use, as it's still a very, very small device. As someone with quite thin wrists, as you can see, it's a common complaint that I have of smartwatches. I prefer very small, easy to wear watches. The Mi Band 5 is perfectly acceptable for me to wear all the time, even at night. The band itself is able to pop out of the rubber strap provided by Xiaomi in the box, which is a good thing because I don't really like the strap. It is fairly basic and fairly cheap looking. Thankfully, there are dozens of alternatives available and most of them are pretty cheap. The band itself features a single manual touch button for waking the screen or returning to the home screen. The band itself protrudes slightly outside of the rubber strap and has a curved finish. It's nearly identical to the Mi Band 4. There's not been much of a change in design between the two. Overall, I think it looks pretty sleek. I think it looks fairly modern. I don't think it looks out of place in 2020, and overall, I like the design of the Mi Band 5. When it comes to sensors and connectivity, well, first and foremost, the Mi Band 5 is a fitness and health tracker. That's pretty much the reason anyone is going to buy it. It's not a full smartwatch. There are features missing that a proper smartwatch would have. However, if you wanted to track your health and fitness and have some other minor smartwatch features, then this is going to be a very cheap and good option. To track your health and fitness, the band uses a PPG heart rate sensor and a 6-axis IMU sensor. Now, these sensors allow the Mi Band 5 to track your various exercises, monitor your heart rate 24 hours a day, and detect stress levels. Xiaomi has also got a kind of software health measuring system called PAI. Now, it essentially gives you a score every day. It adds up everything you've done, your steps, your heart rates, your fitness, if you've done something that exerts yourself, and it just gives you a score on a daily basis. I personally don't find it that useful. I mean, I looked at my PAI score for the past week, and 2 days ago I was extremely hungover, didn't do anything, and yesterday I went to the gym and went for a run. It says my PAI score was higher when I was hungover, and I assure you, it's not. What I do find more useful and what is available to view on the smart band itself is the amount of steps you've taken and your heart rate throughout the day. And of course, all of this information and more is sent to your smartphone via Bluetooth 5.0, which is the latest version. Now, the one thing missing from the Mi Band 5, which I was hoping for or in some ways expecting, was internal GPS. The Mi Band 5 does not feature any internal GPS in order to track distance and location if you wanted to measure, if you go for a walk or a run or cycling or swimming outside and you want to track where you are and speed, distance, velocity, all that kind of stuff. You would need GPS to do that, and you need to be able to connect. And for the Mi Band 5, the only way to get GPS is to keep connecting to your phone. So you would have to have your phone with you when you do these activities, which can be slightly annoying. Some people prefer to not have to carry their phone when they're doing exercises. For example, the Huawei Band 4 Pro, I did another video comparing these two, and basically the main difference is that the Huawei has internal GPS, so you can just slap on the band and go for a run and it can track your location, whereas with the Mi Band, you need to carry your phone with you as well. But if GPS isn't a priority for you, it does make the Mi Band much cheaper than these other smartwatches that do have it. Another feature that was predicted for the Mi Band 5, or people thought maybe it would be included, as an SpO2 tracker, and it can alert you to some illnesses, to some lung issues, to some sleep apnea. SpO2 trackers on smartwatches I don't think are that useful because they can only do it manually, and that's just not really, they don't track it 24 hours a day, don't do it automatically, so at the moment they're not that useful. Xiaomi says the heart rate sensor in the Mi Band 5 has been upgraded. It is now 50% more accurate than the Mi Band 4 was. 90% of the time it is within 2 or 3 heartbeats per minute of these other devices, so I do think it is very accurate. The Mi Band 5 has 11 built-in fitness tracking modes, which can track various sports and exercises, anything from running, cycling, yoga, weightlifting. There's plenty of different sports there. Considering the price of the Mi Band 5, I think there's quite a lot to work with there. Okay, there are 4 sensors overall in a tiny little watch like this, and they're all, from what I can tell, pretty accurate. I can't really complain. It's $30, it's £25. Even though there are maybe some features that I would like and aren't there, but to be honest, at the price that it is, I really can't complain. The operating system of the Mi Band 5 is basic, but it's functional. There are various menus where you can access different features, and you can change the display, you can change the home screen. In fact, the screen is modular, so you can change what metrics are displayed when you open it up. So you could have your continuous heart rate, you could have the weather, you could have how many steps you've done. So there are a few options there which you can just look at straight away. Mi Fit is the smartphone app that accompanies the watch, and it's here where you can view most of your health and fitness data. I think it's great at displaying your health information. It's very clear and easy to understand. You can see details about specific workouts, about your sleep, your heart rate. It can work out your average heart rate over a 24-hour period, and you can see maps of where you've tracked your GPS and done your outside workouts and see all that information. It goes into quite a lot of detail for such a simple smartwatch. As well as health and fitness tracking, the Mi Band 5 has a few other tricks up its sleeve. A new feature is the ability to control your phone's camera shutter with the watch. It's not the most amazing feature. I'm not sure who was asking for that. I've not used it, but it's there, so why not? You can also control your music, and you can receive call and message notifications. There is no microphone, so you cannot reply. You cannot use a voice assistant. There is no way to message from the watch itself. Obviously, imagine typing out a message on a screen that's 1 inch. No. And there's lots of other basic functions like a calendar, an alarm, a stopwatch, weather reports. But to me, a much more useful feature, or it's not really a feature, it's just built into the watch, is the amazing battery life. I hate having to charge batteries or devices every day. This is why I will never probably get an Apple Watch until at least it will work for a couple of days, because I just hate charging things every night, and I hate having dead technology in my pocket or attached to my body in some way. Don't see the point. But thankfully, the Mi Band 5 can last up to 15 days on a single charge, and that charge will only take about an hour or maybe 2 hours at most. The last time I did a video on this watch, I think it was on 70%, and that was about a week ago, and now it's on 16%, so there we go. It's still don't need to charge it. It'll probably last a couple more days. It also comes with a magnetic charger, so it just makes it very easy to plug it in and forget about it. You're not going to have to worry that it's not plugged in properly, because I've done that sometimes with some other devices where it's not actually plugged in, and it's kind of annoying when you go back and realize it's not charged. So guys, I think that's it. I think that's the end of my Mi Band 5 review. At the end of the day, I think the Mi Band 5 represents the best value health and fitness tracker at this price range. It is not a huge upgrade from the previous version. There are very minor hardware upgrades and some new software added, but it is not a huge leap. It's kind of an incremental upgrade. If you're looking for your first smart device or your first fitness band or even first smartwatch, then and you don't want to spend much money at all because you're not sure if you're really going to use it, then I can't recommend anything other than the Mi Band 5 because it is just so cheap. Like it costs about the same as 10 cups of coffee, and then you can use it for at least a couple years and it's going to work absolutely fine. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you are interested in buying the Mi Band 5, then check out the link below. It would be great if you could buy it from that link. It would really help me out and lets me continue to make videos. So yeah, that's great. I just got quite a lot of new tech. I went on a bit of a spending spree and bought loads of different smartwatches and a couple of phones because I want to test some out. I want to get a new phone. I want to get a new permanent smartwatch. So I'm going to see which one is going to work out best. So I'll be doing plenty more reviews and tests and all that stuff. So if you enjoy technology, please subscribe. Check out my Instagram below. Hit me up on there and I will see you next time. Bye.